September 13th, 2021. This is 106 days later. A sobriety vlog. And it's like almost 11 o'clock. So I can say this day is pretty much in the books. My name is Joe, and I'm an alcoholic. And I'm an addict. And I'm a flawed human being going one day at a time to become a better person. See, I'm not calling myself an asshole like I was. But, hey, it's September 13th, 2021. And this is 106 days later, a sobriety vlog. Let me show you some progress. Right? You can't really see with this shirt, but look at this. Boom, boom. Fucking microphone just tried to... I don't want to deep throat you, you fucking microphone. Son of a bitch. Always something. Always something with this shit. Let me show this again. Stay where the fuck you are. Boom, boom. Look at that. Look at how that goes now. This was in the closet for a long time because it wouldn't even button down the middle. Wouldn't even meet. It was like Herman Munster. Fucking like that. Put up with this microphone's shenanigans. Son of a bitch. Man, what a day. I woke up this morning and I was like, how much time left before I got to get up? And I grabbed my cell phone and I got like less than 20 minutes and I was so deep in sleep. So yeah, I'm sleeping. That melatonin, that's my new best friend. But man, and then I had to force myself up. And I put on my new theme song. I put on my interest music, motherfucker. And it had to play twice. Nearly through 2 times for me to... I was like, I literally at one point, I literally, not even joking, I said, all right, get up, motherfucker. And I got up while it was playing the second time. And when you kind of wake up from a deep sleep like that, it kind of throws you off, I think, chemically, the mood balance. Usually on Mondays, for some reason, like I say, I'm like shot out of a rocket, eager to help everyone. Then some other day of the week, I have my Monday. And I was great on the phones today. So I was really good. I struggled because I was emotional, thinking about recent events. And every time I was doing that, I start sobbing. And a couple of times I had to put myself I had to make it to my break. I had to fake technical difficulties. And I had to use personal time. Go out in the living room, sit down with the Lord, and cry out a few deep prayers. And what made me think, and I'm not sad about that, because that means what happened finally brought that change within me. It's not just a lesson that was learned. It's a change that had to happen that's occurred. And where am I going with this? I don't know. I have a lot. Oh, so it made me think of friendships because holy shit, when I look back on my past, and if I have brain farts, it's because I'm exhausted. I just did my hour of prayer out in the living room. And I thought I was going to just float away asleep like in an old Bugs Bunny cartoon, one of those things. And I put a post on my Instagram earlier saying that, an unfortunate blessing caused me to come face to face with a severe character defect that left me both shaken to the core and devastated, which it has. It definitely has. When you lose friends, people that you love, that were blessings in your life directly from the hands of God to you, and I have done that repeatedly my entire life. That's that Godzilla's tail effect. And it made me think of one person in my life that's literally been there no matter what for over almost 30 years now. But we're going to take a break from our sponsors, and I'm going to talk about this person. I have 39 minutes left of work. It has been a day of days, and I am exhausted. I wish I never got out of bed this morning. But this is 106 days later. And we're back. So I have a friend. I'm thinking, do I have a best friend? And I'm thinking, yeah, I think I have a best friend. I mean, I'm not this person's best friend, but the closest thing I have to a best friend is this gentleman I've known since 1993 that I've never met in person. Named after a fucking vacuum. He had a vacuum's name, which sucks, but I had to do it. I mean, I would be dead if it wasn't for this person. This person sent me food in boxes when I had no food to eat. This person sent me clothes through the mail when I had no clothes to wear. And a whole bunch of shit and toys too. A lot of which I sold to survive. Unfortunately, I hate to say that, but it was some sweet shit. And I'm talking about my friend Hoover. Named after, you thought I had a friend named Electrolux? That would really suck for a name. And literally, like, if the Hulk had a friend, the Hulk's friend would be the Thing, right? There's the Joe Fix-It Hulk, and there's the Thing. Now, that's Thing when he was altered at one point back, I think, in the 80s, late 80s, mid 80s. And that's the Gray Hulk that's named Joe Fix-It, who was a mob enforcer. But if there were two characters that are so similar, yet so not similar, it's the Hulk and the Thing. They're two giant human monsters. And my friend Hoover and I are both the same size. But Hoover has this nice, beautiful disposition that the Thing has. Ben Grimm. Sweet guy. Sweetheart. Heart of gold. And the Hulk is just a fucking multi-personality disorder lunatic. Which, if you are someone who's known me recently, you have to wonder, did my behavior model after the character, or is that a coincidence? Because even I don't know. It's fucking eerie sometimes. But in the last issue of The Immortal Hulk, which is the current Hulk comic book, the Hulk goes to visit the Fantastic Four. And I don't know if you've read this, Hoover. It's fucking awesome. And it's being narrated by, one of the people in the Hulk's like inner circle now. And immediately when the door opens and the Hulk is standing there and the Avengers are standing there, and it's literally the Avengers just fucking jump him. Eventually the FF shows up, but it's Ben that comes first. Hey, what are you guys doing? Stop it. And he's walking with the Hulk, and it's like heartbreaking. Because this literally, I'm looking at this, I'm like, oh my God, this is me and Hoover. And he's walking with the Hulk, and the Hulk who's fucking pounded on him. And I have not treated you well. That's why I'm amazed you're still a friend of mine. The Hulk who has pounded on the Thing throughout their existence. Ben's walking with him and goes, hey, pal, are you all right? And the narrator describes the concern and care in Ben's voice as he asks the Hulk this. And I'm reading this issue a couple of weeks ago, and I'm like, I'm touched. But I'm thinking about friendships that I dropped gamma bombs on recently. And I'm thinking about the only friendship I've had that's ever survived. and survived my own bullshit. That's what I'm getting at. It's the only friendship that survived my own fucking bullshit. And I was literally praying tonight. I said, Lord, literally during my prayers, I said, if you ever send me a friend or restore any friendships, I will never do that again. Give me the grace. Now, grace is a gift from God that cannot be earned, and you don't deserve it. So I begged God, I said, give me the grace to cherish that friendship and never do what I had done in the past. And now I want to show you that fucking chair. See, I'm using a different chair. I'm going to show you the chair that I've been using. I had to swap out chairs. And we'll be right back after you look at my chair. There's my chair in all its broken glory. And yes, I'm still using it. I'm at work right now. I'm on my first break. Look at that thing. It's pathetic. Oh, look at it. Right, look. That's just something else. Yes! And this is currently 100. Look at that. This is 106 days later. Oh my goodness. It's going to go any minute. But I'm still sitting on it. God save us. And we're back. And that chair is a fucking mess. And I'm still using it, and I'll use it again tomorrow. I will use that until I end up on the floor when it takes its final crunchy kaplunk, which it'll do. Strong chair. Worth every dollar I paid. If I had sat in the chair normally, it would be like brand new. But I didn't. I abused it. And with my great Hulk ass size, I shouldn't have abused it. Now I want to get back to my theme music by Beware. What was it? Beware of Darkness. The song Motherfucker. Remember I was talking the other day? I woke up and this song was playing. I left something out. Yes, I didn't embellish anything. But another song played after it that I didn't choose as my theme music because the song kind of left me fucking startled. And it's called Present, Past, Future. Hoove, I guess you could say I have a future imperfect. You know what that means. Okay, so this song played directly after Motherfucker, and I'm still using Motherfucker as my entrance music. It's my own theme song. Thank you, Beware of Darkness. But another song played called Present, Past, Future. Let me read this. I'm going to read the lyrics. I'm scared of the future, and I hate my past. The present hurts too much, but I know it won't last. I know it won't last. I'm scared of the outcome of what I could become. And I know if I don't do something that I will be done. Then it goes to the chorus, which repeats 4 times. My present, past, and future haunt me. Then there's the next verse. I got a brain that wants me dead. We're all our own worst enemy. And that was the fight I had to do recently. Literally an exorcism of the mind. That character defect I mentioned. That horrid fucking beast. I turned around and there was a mirror there. And I saw myself for what I was. At great cost. At great cost. But this next line in the verse, you're going to laugh. I got a brain that wants me dead. I've got a woman that wants me in bed. I don't. But, ladies, please, send me an email. I'll send you a PDF file. It's a resume. And we can get started. Okay. Not only get started in bed. The courtship process. Woo, lady. Gee, fucking Willikers. You think I'm easy? Oof, you mashes out there. Right? Keep it in your pants, you fire crotches. Right? Sit on a block of ice. Calm down. I know I'm fucking gorgeous and it's only going to get better. But take it easy. All right. And I'm somewhere in between trying not to blow my brains out. I'm not suicidal, but I did post on my Instagram tonight that I'm tired of living. I'm just been broken one too many times. And of course the exhaustion had something to do with that. But I'm not giving up. I'm too fucking stubborn for that. This is no way to be alive. There is no way to survive. And no one told me life would be this long. I'm terrified of what I'll never know, what future lies I will not go. Anxiety is killing me. I have to change. It's now or never. And my anxiety does fucking kill me. I haven't left the house. I have not left this house since May 2019. I haven't gone farther than the mailbox to get the mail and to take the pail out. That's not healthy. Now, there's circumstances that contribute to that. My fucking car ain't working. There's been COVID. I live with someone that needs constant care. While I'm working, he's out. While I'm free, there's no one here to watch him. And I can't leave the man alone. So don't think I'm a nut job that's got agoraphobia. If the fucking car was working and they won't no floating dragon out there named Corona, I'd be out. I'd be all over the damn place. I go sit in a movie. Like I used to go sit in a movie by myself and have a ball. Let's take a word from our sponsors. I want to read some more of these lyrics. Oh, my keyboard fell. I've lost control. Oh no, I've lost control. Help me. And we're back. I'm scared of the future and I hate my past. The present hurts too much, but I know it won't last. I'm scared of the outcome of what I could become. And I know if I don't do something that I will be done. And then the chorus goes over. And then it goes, well, post-chorus. Will you follow me? Will you follow me into the darkness now? And will you hold my hand so I'll never have to be alone again? Will you follow me? Will you follow me into the darkness now? And will you hold my hand so I'll never be alone again? And then that repeats with the chorus and stuff. But I think that sounds negative, but I don't think it is. To me, that's if you found somebody, obviously you want to hold their hand. And that darkness is that our uncertain future. Who knows where they're going? Who knows where they'll be? No one's a fortune teller here. You know, we all have free will. I say in my meetings all the time, you know, this one day at a time thing, that's for real. Tomorrow's going to be September 14th, Tuesday, September 14th, 2021. I've never lived in Tuesday, September 14th, 2021. I'm only going to have one day to do that, to remain sober, to not lose my cool, cost myself a job, to be the best person I can be. I had people laughing today all day. That's the weird thing. When you're coming back from crying and you got to like suck it up. And that's why I think of Robin Williams, and I that's heartbreaking to me, because I know exactly how that feels to be. Yeah, you're the person, everyone's laughing, but inside you're fucking dying. But yeah, and the old saying, there but for the grace of God go I. There's that grace again. You can't do anything without the grace of God. And even you, those of you who don't believe in God, he give you the grace. Because, trust me, let's not go there. I'd rather have not left the house in May 2019 than be someone who doesn't believe in God. That frightens me. I know who butters my bread. Gluten-free bread, because I have celiacs. But that's beyond the point. Hey, but there was some other good stuff that happened during my lunch break, feeling exhausted and miserable and weepy. After crying a little bit of a prayer, I picked up my guitar. I have one of my guitars in my bedroom. I have an amp. Wasn't plugged in. I says, what's the use of this fucking amp if it ain't plugged in? Plugged in the amp. Plugged in the guitar. Beautiful Gibson SG. I'll bring it into one of the videos. And I recorded three and a half minutes of some beautiful chord changes. You only need 2 chords to make a song. You know, I got some lyrics popping in my head. I was actually creatively productive today. And I'm very happy about that. So I did it, as far as I'm concerned, besides the work, I did accomplish something because my whole goal was to get musically creative. And you know what's weird? I just realized now. At one point, when I was in the living room, when I should have been working, and I was sobbing and crying to God on TV, let me explain what that means. I found live feed adoration from this place in England, Tyburn Convent. I love them. It's a religious sisters, nuns. 24 hours a day, all they do is pray and worship Jesus in the Eucharist. That's called adoration. And I leave it on in the morning. I start the morning with some prayers, talking to Jesus, and I leave it on during the day. Whenever I go out in the living room and go get something to drink or whatever during work, I pray a few minutes. So at one point today, when I was sneaking a break and sobbing like a broken mess, as I left and was walking back, I did say to Jesus, please, what did I say? I said, inspire me to be musically creative so that I can give glory to you with the talents you gave me instead of keeping them buried like I have my entire life. Now, let me explain what that means. But first, a word from our non-existent sponsors. And we're back. One of my favorite parables in the Bible. Now, a parable is a short story. Jesus used these little stories to teach lessons. And one of them is the parable of the talents. And talent was a form of coin, currency. I love this, by the way. I love this. I love the person who gave it to me, and God bless them. I pray for them every single day. Every single day. Never would I miss a day. Let me get back to my story. So, let me read this. It will be as when a man who was going on a journey called in his servants and entrusted his possessions to them. To one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, to a third 1, to each according to his ability. Then he went away immediately. The one who received the 5 talents went and traded with them and made another 5 talents. Likewise, the one who received 2 went out and made another 2. But the man who received 1, lazy bastard, went off, dug a hole in the ground, and buried his master's money. After a long time, the master of those servants came back and settled accounts with them. The one who had 5 came forward, bringing the additional 5. He said, Master, you gave me 5 talents. See, I made you 5 more. I'm slipping into NYT over here. His master said, well done, good and faithful servant. Since you are faithful in small matters, I'm going to give you great responsibilities. Come share in your master's joy. Then the one who had received 2 talents also came forward and said, Master, you gave me 2. Here's 2 more. He said, well done, my good and faithful servant. Since you are faithful in small matters, I will give you great responsibilities. Come and share your master's joy. Then the one who had received 1 came forward and said, Master, I knew you were a demanding person. Yeah, already with the effing excuses. Master, I knew you were a demanding person, harvesting where you did not plant and gathering where you did not scatter. So out of fear, I went off and buried your talent in the ground. Here it is. His master said to him, you wicked, lazy, I'm not going to say it because I'm reading from the Bible. So you knew that I harvest where I don't plant and I gather where I don't scatter, huh? All right. Should you not then have put my money in the bank so at least I could have gotten it back with interest? Now, take the talent from him and give it to the one who has 10. For everyone who has, more will be given, and he will grow rich. But from the one who has not, even what he has will be taken away. And that prayer I was saying, Lord, inspire me with creativity so that I can give you glory with the talents that you've gifted me with instead of keeping them buried. And I've kept them buried for decades. So that if you look at the entire day, that half hour where I was musically creative and got my phone out to record what I was doing so it won't get lost, because I can't tell you. I'm like, what do you call it? What was that with Jack Black and that other dude? Tenacious D. Ode to the greatest song ever written, because they forgot to record it and write it down. I've had so many great rhythms and songs and things that have come in and gone out because I didn't take the time to write them down and record them. But now I keep my phone with me everywhere. And right in the center with the apps when you open up the phone is my audio recorder. And even if I'm humming or if I'm singing the lyrics or if I'm on the guitar, I start recording it so I'll have it. So that's another change inside of me I got to thank God for, because I was Mr. Lazy. I don't want to be this lazy, wicked son of a bitch. You lazy motherfucker. I gave you one talent, and you buried that shit. I should put my foot so far up your ass. I kick you so hard in the fucking ass that your ass flips over your head twice. So, and I think I'm going to wrap it up with that. Ed, I did pray for you tonight. I asked God to give you the grace to help you get through whatever you're going through this week. And, well, I love each and every one of you. Whether you love me or don't, no longer love me but can't know if you actually can trust loving me, it doesn't matter. I love you. I thank God for your existence. Even if you're not in my life right now, I thank God that you were briefly until I forced you out. And I recognize now that you are a gift in my life, placed there directly by the hands of God. This has been 106 Days Later. It's 11:15 p.m. I'm going to paste this all together, make my thumbnail, take a melatonin, even though I don't think I need it, and I'm going to sleep. And I hope I sleep well. I actually can't wait to get to tomorrow morning because I just want to have a nice big cup of coffee. But anyway, as Tiny Tim says, God bless us all, everyone.